Welcome to Dreams Divine Tarot. Dreams Divine Tarot.
So, I hope everyone is doing well today. I have done all the things I need to do, I guess, except for saying, Lord, help me to remember that nothing is going to happen to me today that you and I can't handle together. The overlying today is the Page of Cups. The underlying is the Ace of Swords. Now, let's see what it says. Shuffle 3 times. Hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a collective reading. Take what resonates and put it in your pocket. And if it does not, I'm sorry. But leave it so you don't block it. I had it down the first thing, so of course, always. So let's see what Spirit has to say about it. Alright, let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. First up, 5 Pentacles. Alright, so the Page of Cups is telling us, don't let your emotions get in the way. Remember, just keep a calm head. This is pretty much a warning every single time it comes out, saying what is to follow is about to, make you lose your cool. So try and keep your emotions together. Now, that's only whenever it's coming out on top. All right, Ace of Swords. The underline today. I always tell you guys, I see God's hand, and He's holding this sword, right? But the sword also represents the mouth, like the tongue, right? Sword of truth, like sharp tongue, right? So that reminds us to speak our minds to solve our problems. And problems are only solved when you're speaking your mind to the one and only. I mean, this is how I remember the cards. I don't know if it's gonna help you guys or not, but next up, thank you. Oh, hello, Mr. Devil. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. Let's talk about that card. The 5 of Pentacles says that life is hard right now, but if you look around, help is at hand. It's insecurities, hardship, poverty, loss of money and position, toil, hardness, a need, a lack of resources. And ain't that the truth? Because everybody's going through the same thing. With the presidency that just happened and such, things are going to change. We all know it's going to change. Devil upright. You're only limited by what you believe is possible. So it just tells us that we've come from bondage and materialism, right? Or maybe we had an obsession that we had to let go of, right? And it kept us in chains. I'm seeing a man and a woman here. Obviously the lovers, because they look the same in the other card. So this devil is connected to these lovers, okay? And they're connected to him. He has control over them or something, right? It also could be, facing your shadow self, repression, powerlessness. But being without funds, being without money, doesn't mean that you don't have power. It just means that, you're in a waiting period. You're going to have to wait. You've been through worse. You can do it. take a methodical approach to this problem. Finances are only, they're only one step. It's only one step. What you're gonna do with it to get your ass out of your slump that you're in. 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles are both out here. Now, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse is like selfishness, unfairness, injustice, insolent from success, right? To me, it just looks like he's taking it back. Like he brought you these pentacles and now he wants them back. Like that's fucked up. Next is King of Swords in the reverse. My goodness. Yeah, these bad guys, Yeah, someone, somewhere out there, they're maliciously plotting on you. Okay? They're harsh, they're severe, ruthless. Any chance to manipulate. So somebody's coming. You can't trust this guy. Look at all these bad cards. You know what I mean? Just do us all a favor, bro. just walk the other way. Like, turn around and go back. You are injured because of the things you've done. And we've had this energy several times before. May not be the same person. This is a lot devilish, the devil's definitely out here. Now, take it as it is. They're bound. You gotta think of this. I mean, who really wants to be bound to the devil? So that's kind of how I see it. Like, if you're bound to the devil, that means you owe him something for getting something, right? The devil doesn't do anything for you without a cost. All right. So what did they promise? What did they promise to the devil that they couldn't give to him? Because now here they are chained to him. They're chained to him. They're not getting out of there anytime soon. Okay, so whoever you are, poverty is what you've got now. Wanting rewards without work, danger, Will Robinson. Dissipation of funds, bad faith, bad health. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get much worse than that. And whenever you're messing with this kind of energy, this is what befalls you, period. Looks like you're moving away from this energy. Thank goodness. I mean, jeez. You're focused and determined. You're gonna have some triumph. You can't let people like this. You gotta walk right over them. Walk right past them like they don't even exist. Keep your eye on your goals, Look at this. Right on top of the Knight of Pentacles. That sturdy energy. Remember that sturdy foundation, okay? And right here, it's balance, okay? It's balance, duality. You're settling. You're getting a lay of the land. You're understanding what you're supposed to be doing. You have courage. You're excited. Full of enthusiasm. Like, this is great. You've come. There's not even a heartbreak card in here. You're just like, you know what? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm taking my inspiration over here, and I'm gonna, take some action on it, and I'm bringing success to myself. That's 2 success cards, 2 triumph cards. Honesty, openness. This is what you do, okay? And this is what they do. No wonder you guys are opposites. You're opposites. We've heard a lot of it lately, how God's reaching out and he's like, you know what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen instead, okay? They're not even going to notice you. They're not even gonna notice this shit because they're on their path. And nothing gets in the way of someone who's really, truly, from the bottom of their heart, with openness and honesty, trying their best and doing their best, okay? There's that other lover where I was waiting for her. She's the Queen of Cups in reverse. She's usually the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Swords in reverse, right? Because she's a liar and she's a manipulator, right? She's insecure. She's very, very petty, and she's always the martyr, and she's always the victim, and she's depending on everyone. She neglects you while she expects you. Okay? God says, nope, I'm taking that back. I'm taking it all away. You came to me and you asked specifically for a blessing. I gave it to you. I gave you the blessing. I sent it right away. Right away. But this is what you chose to do with it. You said, nummy, 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 a really strong snack. Okay? And you were like, okay, I know what to pay him back with now. She's got all kinds of abundant energy and beautiful light let's smother it and take all of her riches and take everything that she owns. Why? To leave her destitute. You know? I see you going on a journey. Okay? A journey away from dissatisfaction. Away from this energy. The Chariot is away. Okay? The Chariot is a triumph. Concentration, determination, focus, direction, leaving. Make a decision. Take action with confidence. Action, change, journey. Okay? You have no lack of sinner here. This man only meant you harm. Only meant you harm. Now. He caused, okay, here's the heartache, all right? He caused the heartache, all right? But you, like I said, you left, you went and found your inspiration. You had no need for either of them, either of these upside down fools. You just had no need. Because you were like, there's always another way to do something, all right? All that excessive pressure. No, there's always a way. There's always another way to do things. Okay? All that lying and malice and envy and irresponsibility, carelessness, it wasn't bringing you any favors either. Okay? And it was way too much to carry. It was way too heavy. Okay, you're trying to walk away, but man, you struggled. You struggled. You really struggled. Okay? But then you're like, wait. And I always reference this because it's a good point. This card is, she's locked in herself. She's locked there. But she can still move that toe forward. That foot right there. It seems like you're blocked, but you can still take a step, okay? And that's where God left you. He's like, okay, now, here's your, I have just broken you thoroughly. Taking you away from the one thing that you wanted more than anything. Destroyed your heart. Because he wasn't ready. Because he couldn't let go of karmics. Because he couldn't step up and he couldn't go with you on this journey. You had to do this alone. You had to. You had to go alone. Okay? You had to. Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. And if you're someone like me, you've always got somebody to talk to because you're surrounded by animals and you realize that nature calls to you as it does me. And I have the spirit and I have God to speak with. And I speak with them often. Okay? Often. So you're coming. I mean, this is where he left you. All right? So let's talk about what's coming next. Okay? Because we've seen this before. We've seen this. It's the same story over and over again. Sometimes it's worse. Sometimes there's black magic. Sometimes, the details are in and out on it. But we get the whole gist of the story by now. Okay? And I know that she likes to reiterate because somebody needs to hear it again. You passed the test. You passed the test. All right? You remember that. You passed the test. You're done with that. Okay? It's Page of Cups. He's definitely demoted. He was king all day long when he started out, wasn't he? Hell, he was emperor when he started out. Words were said, things were exchanged, not between you two, but between them. All right, and that changed something. It changed something. And maybe you said something. You got the Ace of Swords out here, and like I said, it's truth. Maybe you caught him saying something that he shouldn't have said. Maybe he let it slip up that he knew more than he was letting on. He said something. He said something to you. He said something to you that placed doubt, It placed doubt in your heart where you had no doubt before. Suddenly you just knew he was lying about something. He was covering something. He was hiding it. You could feel it coming from him, and no matter how you pushed or told him or showed him that you knew something was up, even though you pushed for it. Instead of going, okay, you caught me, it was, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you point the finger at me? It's your fault, it's all your fault. Okay? You had fears and doubts. You were so ignored. All of your friends who you thought were friends, that were helping you, you really thought they were your friends. But it turns out, none of them ever cared. And that was painful. So on top of what he put you through, he blamed you for it. He told all your friends, all his friends, that you're fucking crazy. Okay? That you're faking it for the riches. Okay? While you're over here waiting, sacrificing, recalibrating, all right, planning, because your perseverance, and two different cards now, your perseverance, you said, you know what? My new perspective on things, my new intuition, my new hope. You went out there and you grew, regardless of how upside down you were. You grew. You went out there and you grew. Okay? And you used your creativity and your problem-solving skills to find another way out. because the pain was too much. They always say, I've always heard that when you're at your lowest, you reach out for a hand, and it's usually when you're alone. You're not reaching anyone particular, you're reaching for anyone particular. And it's sad. Okay? And when you reach out for anyone in particular, you find anyone particular. You don't find anyone particular. That's what I meant to say. When you reach out for someone in particular, you don't find in particular. What you find is frivolous, cunning, careless, defensive, incompetent, actionless, gossiping, who only bring you challenge and strife and heartache. It's the only thing they'll do. Take all of your energy, leave you with nothing. They wanted to destroy you. The death card right here. Okay? It was an ending of a cycle, for sure. And it was a necessary change, because had you stayed, you wouldn't even recognize yourself right now. Okay? And there's still challenges ahead. God's saying, don't rest. Not yet. I mean, you have your downtime, fine. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. Third perseverance card that's come out on this table today. The challenges ahead is this Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't know where she's at or who she is. Let's see if we can find. Okay, she's air and water. She's unstable. She has no foundation. Her foundation is crumbling under her feet all the time. She's incomplete. She's critical and cruel and overbearing and bitter and deceitful and unreliable and dismissive. She cares nothing for you. So this challenge ahead, you're going on another journey, it looks like. Whoever you've been relying on, who you think is your friend, she may not like you very much. Okay, she don't like you very much, but she's never just been straight up intolerant. But she says, you owe us now. You owe us. You're gonna have to go. It's time for you to go. You've been here too long. And you're over here, I'm this close. It's the middle of the winter. Flowers aren't even growing, but in your mind, you still see it. You're still gonna see that ahead of you. And you're going to be at your lowest. I mean, you've been at your lowest. That's why it's not even scary anymore. He says, watch your emotions up here, but I'm telling you, I'm not even a little emotional. Because if this is it, getting kicked out and being homeless again is going to be, if that's it, that's nothing. You got this, because you got God. You speak your mind to solve your problems. You have logic, okay, and insight and clarity. And when you have to face these moments in life, that's where you get your best ideas, your breakthroughs. When you have nowhere else to turn to. And you're reaching out. Instead of reaching for that karmic, reach for God. He's the opposite of tyranny. He's creation. He builds you. There's no chaos or weakness or lack of clarity with him. You will find your way if you reach out for him. For now, rest. You're going to need it. It's coming and you are going to need it. This Queen of Wands in reverse, it's got more to say about her. She's evil-minded, cruel, bigoted, and both of those, I just need you to listen to that again. Critical, cruel, overbearing, bitter, deceitful, unreliable, dismissive. Evil-minded, cruel, bigoted, hurried, careless, discord. Evil-minded and cruel. Because the devil wasn't enough. Because the death card wasn't enough. Because, being tied up and all these swords all over you, that wasn't enough. Having everything taken away from you, that wasn't enough. You know why it wasn't enough? You know why? Because you can take it. You know how to feel that grief and then know that it will be fine. Why? You put it in God's hands. That's why. Right? Your rewards are plenty because God promised that that's what was going to happen. He put you exactly where you're supposed to be, and you have overcome all of the tests. Okay? You will be rewarded. Not only, man, I'm going to have to continue. You have two of them. You have two men right now. You have two men interested in you right now. Okay? You're over here being told to rest. Take it easy. Feel your grief, but know that things will get better. You already know that. And now, this could be two men interested in you. This could be a business proposition, a business partner. This could be a woman. This could be a man. This could be a woman. This is more specifically a man. It states it straight up in the book and in the tarot handbook. They both say this is a man. Okay? And they rarely do that. They only do that for the emperor and the empress. Okay? It's the only... Stop it! Guys, I don't care if they're called queen. I don't care if they're called king. The emperor and the empress are the only assigned genders in the entire thing. Oh my. Alright, so... Oh, sleight of tongue. Maybe. So, want the emperor here. Where'd the king go? Oh, we had a king in here too. Where'd he go? Okay, King of Pentacles. All right. Man, extended reading. You've got the King of Pentacles on one side, okay? You've got the Emperor on the other side, all right? And these cards, they don't lie. They don't lie. One of them will bring you riches. It's not for certain who. Since there's one on each side, there's no balance in the middle, okay? I want you to listen to each word I say very, very carefully. The Emperor reminds you to own your own space. He's about war and conquest and victory. Okay? Control. Was it stability? Structure. Okay? Control, structure. This is his describing card. Okay? Control, stability, security, rank. Covetous, suspicious, material gain, conservation, and protection. Okay? Seems like he's a little bit of a narcissist, a little bit of a control freak, all right? Just a little. Okay? Now for the King of Pentacles. Let's find out about him. He has an issue with your religion. Okay, he has a religious background that it's not let's say it's not the most pleasant. All right, it's not the most pleasant. What he doesn't understand is you do too. All right, you do too. You come from a very religious background, and you have differing beliefs than your ancestors, who would have rolled over in their grave today, because in their eyes, tarot is black magic. So, you know what I mean? Like, look, trust me. We all have our issues. Alright? God's saying don't. Spirit's saying don't let your emotions get in your way when you're making this decision. Alright? Behind one of these men, there is selfishness, greed, materialism, mistakes, imperfections. Okay? A harsh truth is better than a soft lie. But whoever, see how it's going back and forth? Like it's not given a definitive right or left. I want you to pay attention to this. There's pain, suffering, bitter truth, separation, strife, selfishness, and heartbreak ahead. This is your final test, and it is a doozy. I told you he was cooking up a good one. I told you. All right. Heartbreak or the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? Or the Tower. You know? Warning, Will Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson. Tower ahead. You have to choose wisely. You have to make your choice, and you have to do it after a lot of thought. Do not jump into the first pair of pants with a penis that you see and bats his pretty eyes at you and tells you how pretty you are. Because sometimes a victory is not worth the price. Trust Dream on that one. Remember what you're here for. You figured it out. Choose wisely. Take action on your ideas, your will to create, your energy, your inspiration, your creation, your force, your strength, your gain. This is God and His wand. Go make magic happen. Maybe you don't need either of these fools. You don't need the heartbreak. You don't even need the fucking Wheel of Fortune, let's be honest. You don't need no upside down cups. You don't need no fucking page following you around and begging you for shit. You don't need anything but one thing. You understand? You need one thing. One. And you already have that. You already have that. Lord, help me to remember that nothing is going to happen to me today that you and I can't handle together. And you've been together since He carried you. And you found out He carried you. You've been inseparable with Him. Wear them proudly. You are already taken. And from now on, that's what you should be looking at. Like, these men, that's how you should be looking at them. Okay? You ain't got time for these fools. Ain't nobody got time for these fools right now. You're on a mission and it ain't got nothing to do with this. This used to be what you want. This used to be you. You remember that. You remember that. How far you've come before you make that step, and that's my own personal opinion. Now, I'm gonna close out this interview. All of this, like, there's so much energy. Okay. You know what? I think chips are definitely in order. And maybe a message, alright? But I'll tell you this. Man, Spirit's got a sense of humor. I freaking love her. I love you, Spirit. Okay, here we go. There's only one reason to keep them boys around, alright? One. And really, you could do that yourself too, and probably better. Alright? Oh my. Yeah, she definitely has that sense of humor today. No, thank you. I wonder what you're gonna do. Her. I know what I do. I know who's got me. I know who I can trust. I know who I can love. And I know who I do love. I love myself. I trust myself. I will lean on the shoulder who has always been there for me. Not these come by Saturday night fucking assholes. No matter how awesome they are. God is old school, okay? And that might sound a little corny to everyone here. But he's all a woman needs. And she don't need all this karmic bullshit, for sure. And don't make any damn decisions before the 15th. You hear me? And on the 15th, you better get your butts out there and get barefooted and get your damn feet in the grass. And tell these bitches around you to back off. Back off. I got this and it ain't got nothing to do with you. Leave me be. Alright? Let's check your inbox, guys. Haven't checked your mail in a while, I already know. Do you think you can make it to my hamster's funeral tomorrow? Yes, my cat says sorry again, man. Alright. Your inbox. My Uber driver just pulled over to take a shit at the McDonald's. It's been like 30 minutes. I don't know what to do. Tell the clerk that there's a dead body in the bathroom. It always works. Bro, you know, he ordered and then waited for his plug. I mean, your inbox. Seriously, how did you cook that gumbo? Don't just say with the flick of the wrist, man. Put your responses, put your replies in the comments. Thanks for stopping by. I love you. Dream loves you. That's why I should say it. Dream loves you. Spirit loves you. And God loves you. See you guys later.